All right, let's talk about a word that's probably one of the most powerful, versatile, and, yeah, totally misunderstood words in the entire English language. We're talking about a word of rebellion, a word that's almost like punctuation, a word of pure emotion. So get ready, because we're going to dive into the surprising story of the fuck word. Okay, so to really get a grip on this word's power, we've got to start with right now. Like, how is it used today? You'll see it's so much more than just a curse word. It's become this cultural tool that does a whole bunch of different jobs. Take this, for example. For a lot of people, it's actually become a symbol of empowerment. Yeah, empowerment. You've probably heard of a fuck off fund. And you know, it's not really about being angry. It's about having that nest egg, that financial cushion that gives you the freedom to just walk away, to leave a job you hate, or get out of a bad situation. It's about reclaiming your life. It's amazing, right? It takes this word of pure defiance and turns it into a real plan for your own personal freedom. And then there's this. I mean, the word has totally moved out of the back alleys and right into the spotlight. We're talking mainstream entertainment. It's now a subject of real academic and historical interest. So much so that it gets its own Netflix series, hosted by Nicolas Cage, of all people. It's incredible. The ultimate taboo has literally become a topic of conversation. And for some people, well, it's just how they talk. It's part of their everyday language. Take Joey Merlino, a supposedly former mafioso. In just one interview with Philadelphia Magazine, he dropped the word 22 times. And for a guy like him, it's not about trying to shock you. It's just natural. It's almost got this rhythm to it. It's just a part of how he speaks. So this all begs a really fascinating question, right? How did one four-letter word get all this power? I mean, to be a tool for empowerment, a subject for a Netflix show, and the signature of a tough guy? It's pretty wild. And the answer, well, the answer starts somewhere you would probably never ever guess. Okay, let's get into the history. Now, most of us have probably heard a story or two about where this word comes from. You know, the one about the secret acronym or some old royal decree? Well, let me just tell you, the truth is, pretty much all of those stories are just modern myths. Yeah, seriously. Forget all that stuff you heard about it being an acronym for unlawful carnal knowledge, fornication under consent of the king. Nope. The real story has nothing to do with secret codes written on jailhouse walls. It's actually way older, a lot stranger, and honestly, way more interesting. And man, this word has been on quite a journey. Think about it. It starts as a legal insult back in medieval times. Then it becomes this massive literary taboo that actually gets a famous novel put on trial. And then it goes all the way to being a symbol of free speech protected by the US Supreme Court. Its whole history kind of mirrors how our own society has changed over the centuries. So check this out. This right here is the first time we ever see the word written down. It's from a court record way back in the 1300s, and it's a guy's last name. Yep, scholars think Roger Fuckabite the Naval was a nasty nickname. It was basically calling him a fool, an idiot, who was so incompetent he couldn't even get sex right. It was literally a medieval joke written down forever in an official legal document. You can't make this stuff up. So the fact that its origin is basically a punchline, that kind of hints at the incredible power we're talking about. And that power comes from just how flexible it is, linguistically speaking. It really is like the Swiss Army knife of the English language. So where did it come from before that? Well, the best guess is that it comes from old Germanic words that meant something like to strike or to move back and forth. But its real superpower is how it works in a sentence. I mean, unlike almost any other word out there, it can be a verb, a noun, an adjective, and it can even be something called an infix. That's when you stick it right in the middle of another word, you know, like abso-frickin-lutely or abso-fucking-lutely. I mean, just look at all the different jobs it can do. It can express failure, total indifference, excitement. You can use it for emphasis or just pure surprise. It's this grammatical superpower that lets it convey this unbelievable range of human emotions. Everything from pure blinding rage to absolute unadulterated joy. And you know who loves this flexibility? Filmmakers. Guys like Quentin Tarantino and Martin Scorsese. They use its rhythm, its intensity, to write some of the most realistic and memorable dialogue in movie history. I mean, a movie like The Wolf of Wall Street uses the word F a staggering 569 times. Wow. But wait, the word's power isn't just about language. It's also psychological. Get this. Scientific studies have actually shown that swearing, using this word, can make you tolerate pain better. No, really. Saying it can trigger a bit of a fight or flight response, giving you a little shot of adrenaline that helps you power through physical stress. How crazy is that? So let's recap. We've got this one-of-a-kind word. Historically, it's been a huge taboo. Linguistically, it's super flexible. And psychologically, it's actually potent. And what that means is that it can be used in totally different ways. It can be a weapon, meant to provoke, or it can be a shield, used for empowerment. It all comes down to intent, doesn't it? The very same word can be used to attack something, to challenge an audience, or it can be used to build up a sense of personal freedom and self-respect. It's a total chameleon. Okay, let's look at it as a tool for provocation. Some people, like the podcaster Mark Passio, use the words raw intensity to deliver what they call the harsh truth. From his perspective, that aggressive, combative energy is essential for challenging authority. He even talks about worldview violence when people try to suppress dissent. So for him, it's absolutely a weapon for truth. But then, you flip it around. You look at the fuck off fund again. And that concept takes the exact same defiant energy, but it turns it inward. It stops being a weapon aimed at someone else, and it becomes a shield for yourself. It becomes a tool for taking back control, for building the life you want on your own terms. So what does it all mean? In the end, the story of this one little word is kind of like a mirror, isn't it? It reflects our own culture back at us, our changing ideas about what's offensive, what's powerful, and what it really truly means to speak your mind freely.